Should probably hit go live.
Do it. Great.
That sound.
Yes, that's sound.
The stream's going to be playing in our headphones for a second. I just want to see how it sounds.
Great.
That sound.
Yes,
Oh, it sounds like
that's sound.
the loudest. This is just how loud it is in our headphones, right?
The stream's going to be playing in our headphones for a second. I just want to see how it sounds.
Now it's like it was like gonna repeat over and over again. We're about to be in a loop. You can see if it's that thing.
Why does it sound like that?
What is that? I want to know now.
All right, Veruca.
I want to remove. EA files controversial microtransaction patent. They did not. There's no way that EA did that. Oh my gosh.
I just don't understand why it's crazy.
I can hear the dead air. Normally I can't hear the dead air in my... You hear that? I can't hear it now.
EA files controversial microtransaction patent. They did not. There's no way that EA did that. Oh my gosh.
Wait, is somebody watching us? Weird.
I just don't understand why it's
The dead air. Normally I can't hear the dead air in my... You hear that? I can't hear it now. EA files controversial microtransaction patent. They did not.
Okay, hold on.
There's no way that EA did that. Oh my gosh.
That's me playing through the phone.
Wait, is somebody watching us?
That was me talking at the end.
Weird.
This is like Inception.
I can't hear the dead air. You hear that?
One moment, please.
EA files controversial microtransaction patent. They did not. There's no way that EA did that. Oh gosh.
That's me playing through the phone.
Wait, is somebody
I think.
watching us? That was me talking at the end.
Okay, I think it's fine now.
Good. What was that?
I don't know. I'm not gonna hook that in.
Oh, that's if someone calls.
Something's happening.
So if someone calls, they won't.
Is somebody gonna call us?
No,
Are
you're
y'all
the
gonna
one that
call us?
was worried about it.
All
I
right.
don't know.
All right.
Okay. So we know what we're doing,
Yeah.
at least for now.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Always ready. Born ready. Wait, I'm not ready. It's like Mirage. That's what Mirage says. Kind of. Hi, and welcome to It's Going to Get Stupid, your favorite pop culture podcast. My name's Jose,
I'm Richard.
and we're here to talk to you over the internet. Yeah, internet. Since 19-something. Maybe 18? I don't know. When was the internet
Since
created?
18 something?
No.
The internet was not
The internet
created
was definitely created in the 1800s. Don't believe the hype, everybody. It's when the Earth became flat is when the internet was created. And then we tried to land on the
cable
moon.
came out of the ice wall and,
Yes.
and we were able to
See, the Earth used to be round. It got flattened. A cable came out. Somebody connected to it. They're like, hey, it's the internet. The alien said our job is done. And then they left. from Area 51, but they left behind Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
Obviously, the alien they left behind, Rick.
Oh,
Duh.
a singular alien named
Yeah,
Charlie?
Charlie.
Or is it Carlos?
Oh, wow. Let's not get too political here, okay? Anyway, hey, it's been some time. Or maybe not. I don't know what's going on, but we've been busy. We haven't recorded in a long time.
Yeah,
There's been episodes flying out.
Life gets in the way.
Life finds a way.
Oh, man.
That's Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah,
Dr.
it
Ian Malcolm.
is.
Dr.
It
Ian
is.
Malcolm.
It is. I'm so over Jeff Goldblum.
Whoa, wow, really? You know what?
Yeah.
You should see Artemis Hotel Artemis, and then tell me if you're over Jeff Goldblum.
My answer will be yes.
No, because he's amazing. He's
No, it's very rare for me to like be over something and
and to be wrong,
then to be under it.
and to be what?
Like once I'm over something, I don't go back underneath it.
You know, I wouldn't say that I'm under Jeff Goldblum. I'm maybe for Jeff Goldblum, or I'm okay with Jeff Goldblum, but never under Jeff Goldblum. Never at all. Anyway, hi.
We're trying to get back on a regular schedule.
We need more
I don't-
fiber.
I don't know that it's going to happen.
Fiber is the way
Fiber is the way.
to get regular,
Yeah.
or to eat those little yogurt cups. That
The Yakult, the little
no
They call those pocket yogurts.
no, the Jamie Lee Curtis Activa.
Oh, Activa.
Yeah,
I don't think
Jamie-
she promotes this anymore.
I wonder why, right? Because it was talking about, like, if you really think about that commercial, she was saying, hey, do you want to poop on the regular? You need to use this. I'm like, you were in True Lies. Why are you
One
doing
of
this
the
right
greatest
now?
action movies
Yes.
ever made. Not Mad Max.
Fury
Not
Road. Fury
Mad
Road.
Max.
Fury Road. Because, I mean, all the other Mad Maxes were probably, no, they weren't good.
No.
I mean, they're okay.
I mean,
Mad Max is fine.
Fun to watch.
Mad Max okay.
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Not the greatest action movie ever made. Commando is the greatest action movie ever made.
Sure. It's still Terminator 2.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
Terminator. I mean, maybe there could be some. I'll debate that any day of the week.
You know
I'm good
what's
with
funny
that.
Is all of the three movies that we said are the best action movies ever made are all Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Arnold's pretty good.
He is.
He's pretty solid.
He is.
Yeah.
He's been consistently
Commando,
good.
Terminator 2, and what was the other one you said?
Uh,
I don't know. Die Hard was the other one, though, honestly.
So we just said.
Commando. We only said 2. You said the 3.
I thought we
So
said
is there
three.
a third movie
True
in
Lies.
here?
True
Oh,
Lies.
we did say True Lies.
We
That's
did say
right.
True Lies.
They all are. I mean, he's like one of the best action stars.
Yeah.
Other than Tom Cruise. And I know people will give me crap about that.
No.
But Tom Cruise is amazing.
makes fantastic action
Great
movies.
action movies.
The last 4 Mission Impossible movies are great.
You know, give Tom Cruise the crap he deserves
Yeah.
for his personal life. That's fine.
Yeah.
But his work ethic is beyond anything.
His worth ethic.
His work ethic is
Okay.
beyond anything. I mumbled a bit. I'm sorry. It's new for me to talk. I just came out.
Me no talk so good.
Yeah, me use small words. So, hey, shoot us an email sometime. You can reach us at itsgoingtogetstupid@gmail.com.
You can find us on Twitter at IGTGS Show.
You can face the books on facebook.com/itsgoingtogetstupid.
You can find us on Instagram at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
You could also go to YouTube and then type in the search bar, hey, it's going to get stupid podcast, and you'll find us live on Sundays when we're actually recording,
Yeah.
or pre-recorded any other day.
If you smash that notifications button, you'll get a notification.
Hit that like and notifications button. I can't say smash it. That's weird. Like
It
smash it. Like I can
Just like
imagine
being
someone
under Jeff Goldblum.
I can imagine someone being under Jeff Goldblum, smashing their screen, being like, "It's not working."
And sometimes you can find us on Twitch.
Not lately.
Twitch.tv
The only time we get
/ It's Going to Get Stupid.
the only time we get a win is when we're not playing Twitch. Actually, no, it's not. That's not true. But we didn't record the one win we did have,
Yeah.
and I'm sad about that.
Yeah. We have no record of it.
No,
Uh,
other than it being in the game saying you've won a game.
Yeah, but if no one watched it, does
That
it really
doesn't-
matter?
No, it doesn't even matter.
And sometimes you can give us a call at 281-698-7538. We're currently having technical difficulties with the phone right now, but you're probably all going to call at this moment.
Yeah, so go ahead and call right now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we'll figure it out.
Who cares?
We'll do it live.
So today we'll do it live. We're going to talk about. There's a game coming out, which Rick is super. I'm not that I'm not excited about this game, but I'm playing way too many games right now. I remember before when we started this podcast, Like I didn't play any video
We
games.
didn't play any
ever.
games.
I didn't play any games.
Jose
And then
convinced me to buy an Xbox.
Forced Rick to get an Xbox so that we could play Apex together. So we started playing Apex. Before that, the only thing we played was PUBG Mobile. That's it. So now we play Apex. He got Modern Warfare. We game shared it, which is awesome. That's a cool thing, man. And so I'm playing Modern Warfare, and I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm playing this game called Outer Worlds. Fun. Play Rocket League. So I play a lot of games. So the thought of and also Star Wars games have burned me a couple of times. So I'm not too excited about.
Which one burned you?
Because
you loved KOTOR.
Knights of the Old Republic was great.
Yeah.
The Jedi. What was it?
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed 2.
It was a little
whatever.
weird.
Battlefronts. I mean, what is it? Is it Battlefront?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Battlefronts games. The original 2 was great.
Like
These
the ones on the
on like
360.
PlayStation and 360. Those were
Yeah.
good. These last two,
No.
I have one. I didn't even play the second one. They just
Yeah.
disappointed. It didn't seem like it was a good game.
So there is
So-
a new Star Wars game called Jedi Fallen Order, which I mistakenly called The Last Jedi.
Yeah, he was like, The Last Jedi's coming out next week. I'm like, no, it already came out a long time ago.
And so it's coming out. It's coming out this week of November. I think it's November 15th when it comes out. And I'm really excited about it. I've been a huge like The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2 are two of my favorite Star Wars games. I really like the story that they built for it. It's no longer in canon, so this is, I forget what they call it. I think it's like Star Wars Legacy, where all this, like all the books and stuff that they removed from canon when Disney took over, which you know why like they did all that, right?
No,
So
but enlighten us.
Episode 7, they wanted to bring Chewbacca back.
And Chewbacca died.
And Chewbacca died in one of the Star Wars novels, saving Anakin's grandson.
Yeah. Well, then I guess they'd have to all deal with all that family stuff too. They couldn't bring back the Star Wars Legacy
Right.
because in the books it had already gone. You'd either have to borrow from that
Right.
to make it a movie, and they'd be like, "Do we want to do that?"
Right. And so they got rid of all these books
Just to.
just so that they could bring Chewbacca back.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was more than that, but yeah.
No,
like,
that's,
I mean,
that's the primary reason. That is the primary
well, then
reason.
it probably because it would make me think too, like, oh, well, I want to bring Chewbacca back. Oh, he died in the books. Well, what else happened in the books?
Yeah.
Wait, what? No,
Exactly.
I don't want to do any of this stuff.
Exactly.
Like, I want to.
and there's so much, like, if you were ever into the Star Wars books, like, there's just so much that has gone on over the last couple of decades. Anyways,
So now it's like pointless to read it.
yeah.
Pointless, super
Because-
pointless.
yeah.
Don't even worry about it. Just burn the books in the trash. Just put it in a dumpster and just
Burn
light
all
it on.
books in the trash.
Put the books in the trash. Put your audiobooks, put your whole iPad in the trash, and just put lighter fluid on it and light a match. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Don't do any of that at all.
Don't. So
We're-
anyways, those two games were really
But now they're Star Wars Legacy.
now they're Star Wars Legacy. Like they don't even exist within canon anymore.
Oh man, put it in the trash.
And, they do
Whole
some nods
Xbox.
to it because the main character in The Force Unleashed is called Starkiller, and they named Kylo Ren's base in Episode 7 Starkiller
Starkiller.
Base. Yeah, and so that was like his Death Star, right? And so they gave some nods to it that it existed. Anyways, Jedi Fallen Order is a story based game, so it's not multiplayer. It is a finished game. So once it's released,
They're not going to add a bunch.
they're not
of
gonna. They might continue to support it, but they're not gonna. They're not gonna.
no DLC.
I don't
Right?
believe so.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's gonna get released, and that's it. And they've been doing a weird thing promoting it. So for the longest time, EA has convinced everyone that no one cares about story-based games anymore. That it's solely about multiplayer and battle royale games. They're not wrong. That a lot of people care about those, but I do think that they are wrong. That people don't care about story-based games. I've been looking forward to a story-based Star Wars game for a long time. They had talked about reviving Knights of the Old Republic. In a modern way. They had talked about, like, there's always been rumors of another Star Wars game, potentially even maybe a Force Unleashed 3 coming out. And so when I heard about this game, it was like me and like 5 other people that were like super excited that Jedi Fallen Order was coming out. But EA's done this thing where they haven't promoted it. So like any big conglomeration, EA has smaller companies within it. So EA owns a company called Respawn, which happens to make one of our favorite games, Apex Legends.
Yes.
EA was still on the hook to make a story-based Star Wars game. It was within their contract when they bought the intellectual property, so they had to do it. They didn't want to, so they kicked it off to Respawn to kind of take over and figure this out. And Respawn did it, but EA hasn't promoted it. They haven't done a good job of promoting it for the last 6 months. I've been super excited. I pre-ordered it, and I can't wait to play it this week. Up until about 3 weeks ago, no one was hyped about this game until EA invited a bunch of reviewers to come out and play a 3-hour build of it. And all of a sudden, they all came back. They all released videos the same week saying Jedi Fallen Order is not the game EA is advertising. It's so much more. It's not a perfect game. There's some parts where like the graphics don't look as good as they could be. But other than that, it is not this linear game that kind of starts from point A and ends at point B, and there's no deviation in between it. It's not an open world game either. It's kind of a hybrid of both, where from what I understand, there's about 25 different worlds that the main character, Cal, can jump to. He doesn't have to complete them he doesn't have to visit them in a specific order. You can go through them linearly. Like if you go through like 1 through 25, like you can certainly do that, but certain worlds will be harder if you haven't visited another.
Okay.
And so it's kind of this open world concept where like there is a story, right? There's a story that you're going to follow, but you can get halfway through a world, realize I don't have this ability yet, and jump to another place.
So is it going to be like Witcher?
Yeah.
Not full open world,
Right.
but you have this main mission you're going to be on, and
Yeah.
then you have side missions which you can complete on these.
From
other
what I
planets.
understand, yes.
So each planet has a main mission component to it, but you probably cannot do it until
you've done
too
certain
hard, or
things, yeah.
But you could go in there and do
it
side
kind of
missions.
reminds me of Resident Evil. Like if you remember, like in the Resident Evil games, there were certain doors like you would be like there was a linear path to Resident Evil, especially like Resident Evil 2.
I've never played Resident Evil.
You never played Resident Evil?
I mean, I played them. Like, don't get me wrong.
Did you play RE2?
Here's the deal. Okay, I played the games.
Yeah.
I never like played a lot of them.
Okay.
It wasn't that fun for me.
Okay. So Resident Evil 2 is probably one of the best games in the franchise, from my opinion, and they recently remade it, or
Yeah, they redid it. Yeah.
They redid it. The great thing about that game is this was also really frustrating, but it made it much more enjoyable. You would go through a particular place within like the police station or wherever the game was taking you, and you would see these certain doors that were around that you couldn't unlock. And it would be something like where you would get 3/4 of the game, realize, oh, this is a key for that door that I visited in the first 5 minutes of the game. And you'd have to go all the way back through where you've gone to get to that point. And so I feel like that's going to be the same thing, right? Like you can play all the way through. Parts of it are going to be really hard, or parts of it you're not even going to be able to get to because you haven't done other things. And so that's where I think, and the reason why EA is doing this, from what I understand, is EA has sold everybody that multiplayer games are the only thing that matter. And so if Jedi Fallen Order actually does well, they kind of get proven wrong. Right?
They're trying to make it fail.
By their own company, by their own property.
Yeah.
Right? So they're not going above and beyond to make it fail. They're not going above and beyond to make it successful.
Kind of, I guess, almost to prove their point. Like,
Yeah.
if people really were jazzed about this game, because I don't remember there being much Apex promoting.
No, not at all.
The game just kind of came out, and I was like, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard about this game, but
Yeah.
I don't remember being promoted that much. But then again, I wasn't in the space to play games and stuff like that too. But Fortnite was like,
Was it? Yeah.
PUBG, kind of a little bit I heard about
Yeah.
that, but then Apex came and that just exploded. So
Yeah.
I think they're thinking, okay, well, if this is going to make money, it'll make money, but we're not going to like hype it and spend money trying to see it make money because, well, and they're not wrong, right? I mean,
People love multiplayer games.
here's the thing. Single player games, I like single player games.
Yeah.
I think they're fun if
I mean,
they're
you're
done
playing
well.
Outer
like,
World right now.
Like I'm playing Outer World. It's single player. There's no multi anything. Final Fantasy Remake is going to come out. I'm going to play that game.
Yeah.
That's a single player game.
I
Honestly.
played the campaign for Call of Duty by
Yeah,
myself.
he didn't even play the multiplayer. He probably jumped on the first time we played. Oh, you were already like 13. But anyway, Cyberpunk looks amazing.
Yeah.
Also a single player game.
Yeah.
Marvel Avengers, I think it's a single player game too.
I think so.
Last of Us 2, hyped up. So there's single player games that people are hyped up to play, for sure. However,
Yeah.
multiplayer games such as Fortnite, PUBG,
Yeah.
not much PUBG, but Fortnite in Apex, the thing about those is you don't have to do a lot of advertising.
No.
You put the money into development.
Yeah.
With that, you have the money into dev. You don't need to make any more things,
Yeah.
but you have to put a lot of money into advertising
Yeah.
this game. So much like if you're advertising a movie.
Yeah.
So in their minds, we're going to make more money
Yeah.
on multiplayer games because more people are going. That's going to last and be,
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll get your initial rush out the gate for Fallen Order,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Yeah,
you'll make money over the time, but
Yeah.
I mean, you get that rush and that's it. So you either
Yeah.
have to put a lot into marketing to get them to do that first big,
Yeah.
purchase, where everybody's buying it,
Yeah.
or that's it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, I agree. They're not 100% wrong. I just think it's kind of crappy. As someone who's looking forward to this
Yeah.
game and wants to see more of it, I would like to see it continue. Like, assuming the story is good, I would like to see how it could continue into a Fallen Order 2 or something like that. I love the little pockets of the Star Wars universe that don't follow the big characters, right? I think they're a lot more interesting. I mean, Shadows of the Empire was one of the best games on Nintendo 64.
with
I can't remember his name.
what's his name? I'll look it up.
But that was such a fun game, playing that on Nintendo
was a fun
64.
game.
And it's these little pockets like where they don't follow the movies. And I mean, those games are fun too, but they're just not as fun as it's an unexplored universe, right? And so the fact that Fallen Order is supposed to be canon because it's being currently produced, I look forward to it. And I'll be honest, guys, like, I'm not the best at multiplayer games, especially battle royale stuff. Like, it took me a solid 6 months
Dash Render.
of playing Apex. Have we been playing for 6 months at this point?
Yeah, we've been playing for 6 months.
To where, like, I finally feel comfortable going into a fight, as opposed to like wanting to run away from everybody.
Yeah, like you're like, okay, let's take these on, let's charge
Yeah.
in, or let's strategize at least, as opposed
Right.
to let's just avoid this fight
Yeah,
altogether
yeah.
because
Because that's how it would be
yeah.
at first. Because it's just like, I'm just gonna die.
like, do you
we're-
really? Yeah,
Yeah.
Rick would always be like, do you really want to go do this? I'm like, yeah, man, let's go. And
Yeah.
I wasn't like I was necessarily good at the game. I was just
Yeah.
like, the only way you get better at this is you have
Is-
to go in and
yeah.
shoot and die and realize, okay,
Yeah.
that's how they did it. Okay, I need to be better at that.
Yeah. Now, where I do think Respawn is kind of helping prove this point that the story does still matter is they've spent a
Dude.
lot of time in the Apex lore.
And it makes me really want to play that
It
game
does.
more than Fortnite. I already don't like Fortnite anyway.
No.
But it really makes me want to play more.
Yeah.
In fact, so much so that Fortnite is just really ripping off of what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it.
And also, I think Overwatch is also still considered
to
a competitor. I don't care about Overwatch.
No.
Like-
they have cool story. They have a cool backstory thing too, but
It's not done as well.
there's I don't know, like you have whole events based upon a character.
Yeah.
Like they've had one based upon Wraith,
Yeah.
and one based upon Crypto.
Yeah.
And it's
I've
just
heard there's a
interesting.
Mirage event coming up.
Cool, man. I'm
Yeah.
loving all the stuff, all the
Yeah.
little details and everything. They're doing
Yeah.
a good job.
And they're actively pushing updates.
And you do not have to pay at all to enjoy the game.
Nope.
Or get all the characters. It just
No.
takes a long time. Like
Yeah.
I just finished buying all the characters.
Yeah.
I bought Crypto. I'm a level 101 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it took me a long time. And I did buy the battle pass, which
Yeah.
gave me a little bit of coinage to buy one person. So
Yeah.
I spent money to buy one person,
Yeah.
and that's it.
But the Battle Pass is only $10.
Yeah, so I spent $10 on the game. I mean, to me, it's worth it.
Yeah.
If I'd love to pay. I would have bought the game
Yeah.
as fully loaded for $20.
But so, like, as much as I love this Call of Duty Modern Warfare that just came out, and it's a great game. Campaign is
dude.
really good.
It's intense.
It's really intense. The campaign is super stressful. If you're looking for just a game to like just play through and feel your heart race a little bit because of a gunfight that you're in, even like from the first like 5 minutes
it's
of
crazy.
it was still pretty expensive. And if you wanted to buy everything for it and get all the DLC that's coming out for it,
Yeah.
you're spending at least $100. Mortal Kombat 11, it's a great game, but once I buy like the combat pass to get Spawn when he comes out in March, I will have spent close to, I bought the game on sale, But if I bought it at retail price, I'd spend close to $100
Yeah.
on that game, just to keep being able to play it. Right. And so games of that caliber are no longer just $70.
Well, I still have. I bought Injustice 2, and I bought Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah.
I have not bought a single DLC character for them because every time I go and look at the prices, I'm like, I've already spent money for this game.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you know me, I'm a cheapo,
Yeah.
so I didn't spend a lot of money. I think Injustice, I definitely spent almost full price for that
Yeah.
dang game. But Mortal Kombat 10, I got it on sale. It was like $20.
Yeah.
But still, in order to get all the characters, it's like another $25, if not more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do
It's
I
just not
really
worth
want to
it.
spend that much? Like now that's like a normal sized game, and I really get a good deal anymore. And,
Yeah.
and do I even care about these characters?
Yeah.
Because I don't play Mortal Kombat that much anymore.
Yeah.
So I know even if I get these characters, it's not like I'm going to play with them all the
Yeah.
time. B, it's not, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I'm not a big DLC person anyway.
I'm
so.
looking forward to Fallen Order because I will play through it in the regular difficulty. And like with Force Unleashed, I played all the way through like to the hardest difficulty, and I 100% completed both of those games because I like being able to customize my lightsaber and all that stuff. Like it makes
That's the nerdiest thing.
it
you've ever
is,
said.
but it's so much
nerdiest
fun.
thing ever said right there.
It's so
everybody.
much fun.
I like to be able to customize my lightsaber, and I wish I still lived in my mom's basement.
My mom didn't have a basement. We live in Texas. We
I
don't have
live in
basements.
Mom's attic, the garage. With my
I did
garage
want to live in
band.
the garage when I was in high school.
With my garage band.
Yeah.
We play garage band.
We play Guitar Hero.
No, garage band or rock band.
Rock
whatever.
Band. Yeah.
They should have. They should have totally made a game called Garage Band. Dang.
Anyways, I'm looking forward to it. I think EA needs to like not. I think they really need to. They should have promoted this game better. I'm glad that all the YouTube videos are coming out that are saying like this isn't a game that is just going to be super linear. I wish they were going to support it longer, but I get it.
If it makes money, they'll support the heck out of it. And that's the problem, is that they know they're smart. Okay, they
Yeah.
know it's not going to make that much money, so they're like,
Right.
let's not spend any marketing money. We
Right.
already spent the dev. We had to do this
Yeah.
contractually. They're going to make their money
Yeah.
on it for sure, but that's all they got to do.
Yeah.
And they probably won't make a sequel, which is the crummiest.
They probably
which
won't.
is the crummiest part.
Yeah, and that's my whole point and why I wanted to talk about this, because I'm really looking forward to it. I wish there was more games coming out like this.
Well, it's the same thing with movies, right? We talk a lot about movies on the pod. Oh, did I just say on the pod? That's weird. Anyway, we talk about a lot of movies on the cast. Wait, did I just say no? Just,
Oh
okay,
my
I'm not gonna
gosh.
do that again. Anyway, so
It's been a good 73 episodes, guys. Time to wrap it up.
of course, when a movie comes out and it's really well done, I'll take The Joker for example. Okay,
Yeah.
Actually that's a bad example because people went to go watch that. But a movie that is critically good, that people were like, oh, I don't know, it's not Fast and Furious 10, so I don't want to go see it. Which I love Fast and Furious, but anyway,
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko is a great example. Yeah, nobody went and saw that movie.
No.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
We need more movies like it. Then they did make a sequel, so that's a bad example too. But there are movies that come out and you want to see more, not necessarily a sequel, but you want to see more movies like that
Yeah.
that are good stories and everything, but they don't make money.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They don't make money. That's why the Marvel movies are the same. I love all the MCU movies, even the crummy ones, okay? I love them all. But they're the same movie. They're not anything different about them.
No.
But they're enjoyable. I get, I watched Endgame and I was like, oh, this is the greatest culmination. And they did a great job. But if you look back at all the movies, they're not spectacular.
Yeah.
They're not greatest storytelling. It's
Yeah.
very simple storytelling.
Yeah.
Because they make money.
Yeah.
So same thing with the games. You can pour into a game that's a single player experience that one person is going to play by themselves. And yes, they're going to tell everybody about it, but does that mean everybody else is going to buy it? But when you have something like Apex or even Modern Warfare, that thing flew off the shelves, man, because more people are going to play it. They're probably not playing the single player. I don't know. You're a weirdo.
I know.
But most people are playing the multiplayer,
Yeah.
and they're going to continue to play the multiplayer. You
Yeah.
just put a couple. You probably wouldn't even have to put out map packs, and people would continue to play it and continue to buy it. I mean, there's
did they do that?
people still playing Modern Warfare 3.
Well, didn't they do that for Black Ops 4? Like Black Ops 4 doesn't have any storyline, does it?
No,
It's just straight multiplayer.
Straight multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
And people
made a
plunk
ton of
down
money.
$60 for it.
ton of money.
Yeah.
People love it, and so EA is saying
Yeah.
that basically, look, we don't need to spend all this money on
Yeah.
these single players because they don't make as much money.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that Hollywood producers say, hey, we're not going to make all these
Yeah.
indie movies because they don't make as much money, which is what happened maybe like 10 years ago, a while ago. Now they're starting to do it and they make money.
Yeah.
But the movie industry doesn't make money anyway, so
Yeah.
who cares? But with games, yeah, I get they don't want to put stuff like this out because why?
Yeah.
If you're not going to make as much money. But you need to have both. You do. Because
You really do.
We need to have good, well-rounded gaming experiences where, yeah, I want to pop in Modern Warfare and just play it and not think about anything and just
Right.
multiplayer and shoot a bunch of people. But I like the Outer Worlds game because it gives me like an hour or two where I can go explore a place and get immersed
It's like
in a
reading
story.
a book.
Mhm.
It's exactly like reading a book.
Yeah. So you're wrong, EA. You need both.
You do.
I mean,
you don't just
I know
need
you
one.
need. I know you need money.
Yeah, multiplayer games are great. Apex, like Respawn, has done a great job with Apex because I tried to get into Fortnite and no, snooze
Trash.
fest, straight trash. I don't know what you people are thinking
Garbage.
playing that game. PUBG was fun.
$500 million.
PUBG was fun on mobile. Playing it on console,
It was just learning curve.
it
was
really
probably
was,
really fun
yeah.
too.
But Apex, they've done what Apex has done, and one of the streamers I watched was talking about this too. He was like, the great thing about Call of Duty is you don't have to find anything. You build your loadout, you upgrade your equipment, and as soon as you start the match, you have everything you possibly need, right? Like you're not having to
That's
find
true.
guns and
That's
things
true.
like that, right? Like you can go into a match fully kitted out.
Yes.
Right.
You never have to find anything.
You never have to find
you know?
anything.
You don't have to worry about being in a firefight undermatched necessarily. Because you could just change your kit, your loadout.
Right.
Like you could be undermatched, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you just tweak your loadout next time. It's not
Yeah.
like I've been in this area for like 10 minutes.
Can't find
all
a
I have
shield.
is like a little pistol.
Yeah.
And then these guys roll in with machine guns, just mow you all down
Yeah.
because you can never get a good gun.
But what Apex has done that's great is they built stories behind the characters. They've done great with the costumes. Like the costumes actually look good,
Mm-hmm.
like the different skins you can buy. And they're still innovating on the weapons and actively
Yeah,
like tweaking
changing things and
yeah.
getting new weapons that make sense and
Yeah.
things that make sense. And
So
No, that's
I feel
great.
like Respawn's doing a great job.
Respawn knows what they're doing. You know
Yeah.
why Respawn knows what they're doing? Because they're from Infinity Ward.
Is it
Res-
is it an
Respawn-
offshoot of
yeah,
Infinity
Res-
Ward?
Well, no. So what happened, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna tell you the story anyway, even if I'm wrong, because I could just tell you that I wasn't wrong. See, now I'm just talking to like stall for time while I look it up. This is great
I
entertainment.
could take over,
Nope.
but
Nope. So anyway, Zampella and Jason West co-founded Infinity Ward and created the Call of Duty franchise.
Okay.
Then they left.
Yeah.
And started Respawn.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's a
And
great
then-
game.
Yeah.
Apex is definitely probably my favorite game right now.
That Modern Warfare, no joke though. I'm
It
telling you
really
right now,
isn't.
Y'all need to get that Modern Warfare. It is amazing.
Yeah.
It is like very intense.
Yeah.
And I like the multiplayer a lot. It's standard Modern Warfare. It went back to like the roots, I feel like, with Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
There's no jumping off the walls, no real
You can
crazy
slide
gadgets.
now.
You can slide, which is the thing.
Yeah.
You have that.
That
Can
they
you
took
slide? I
from
wonder if you can
Apex.
slide in Fortnite. But yeah, Apex you can slide. Well,
Yeah.
this Respawn made it, so like we'll do
Yeah.
the same thing. Cool. We're gonna do something different. So wait. So if you have anything to say about EA and its dependence, or maybe hey, if you want to email us some cool games that you like to play single player or multiplayer,
Yeah.
you can hit us up at itsgoingtogetstupid@gmail.com.
You can tweet us at IGTGS Show.
Join the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/itsgoingtogetstupid.
Find us on Instagram at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
You can visit YouTube and then type in It's Going to Get Stupid podcast and watch us in our silly faces.
This is my silly face.
It's a normal face for him.
And you can, I forget what the other one
Twitch,
is. You can find us on Twitch.
Twitch.
We're going to try to, I say this every single episode. We're going to stream more often. The reason why I think we stopped is because we couldn't figure out your audio. We still got to figure that
Yeah,
part
okay.
out.
Sure.
So twitch.tv/It's Gonna Get Stupid.
And then there's a phone number.
Leave us a voicemail at 281-698-7538. Someone give us a call.
We're going to do something a little different. Normally at this point we would do our last movie that we watched, but we're going to play. We're just going to go play video games.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. We're going to say the last game that we played.
I mean, it's basically the same game.
Nope,
for both
it's
of
not.
us. Oh,
nope,
that's
I
right.
played a different game.
So I played the campaign for Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
You finished the whole thing?
I did.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
What was the time on that? Like 8 hours?
something like that.
Because it's not long.
No, it's definitely not long.
Yeah.
I wish it had been a little bit longer.
Well, shouldn't have bought a Call of Duty game.
This is true. But yeah, I finished the campaign for it. I died a lot.
It's a tough. I was
I
playing.
died
I
a
played
lot.
on normal. It's tough, man.
I died a
It's
lot.
a tough game.
I do plan on going. I do think there's a lot of replayability to it. I'm gonna play it on a harder difficulty. Going
That's
through
just suicide. Man.
it
Why would
really
you do
is.
that.
I don't because I hate myself.
Yeah, apparently that's masochism at its best.
But it was a really fun game. So I'm not a huge Call of Duty person outside of Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2.
Warfare.
Warfare. When did those games came? When did
those
those games come
Ghost
out?
came out?
It was like mid
2004 or
2000s.
something.
Yeah. Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2
That's a difficult word to say, by the way. Warfare.
are some of my favorite games, and I got hooked in the campaign. Like I never played multiplayer, but I got hooked in the campaign so fast because I don't like my movies. I don't like period pieces. So playing in like World War II, like some of the older Call of Duties, things like that, never really hooked me. And then Black Ops kind of lost me because it's like too much like future warfare where like people are like bouncing off the walls.
The first Black Ops was like Vietnam era.
Yeah.
But it was just really weird. Like it was
Yeah.
just so much stuff going on. I was like, what is going on here?
And then they made it all
2007
crazy.
actually is when Modern Warfare came out.
So when they announced two things. They announced that Modern Warfare was going to be remastered. I was like, cool. And then they announced that they were rebooting it. So a lot of the same characters that were in the first three,
Oh, that's why they're still alive.
because it's
they
a
straight
reboot.
up all died
It's
in
a
Modern Warfare
reboot.
3.
Yeah, it's a reboot.
Because you never played Modern Warfare 3?
No, I watched like some of the clips from
yeah,
it, but
straight
like
up killed everybody.
Ghost
they rolled
dies,
them.
Soap-
they rolled them in a pile, dude.
Soap dies,
Yeah.
Price dies.
Okay.
Like, everybody
I was wondering,
dies.
and I was like, what the heck?
And so this was a reboot. So they bring back Captain Price as kind of the main. He's the main character that you follow, and you either play Alex, who is kind of
CIA operative.
he's a CIA operative who isn't really following anybody, but he's just trying to do the best thing he can. And then what was the other guy's name? The British
Kyle.
guy. Yeah, you like Kyle Garrick.
Yeah, Garrick.
You-
Sergeant Garrick.
You play a Sergeant Garrick who is kind of he's like shadowing Price.
Yeah, and he was like SWAT, I guess, for the
Yeah.
London police.
Yeah.
And then he gets pulled into the anti-terrorist task force.
Yeah, and so you follow this really good game. The terrorists in this game are called Alcatel, and they like it. It's just a ruthless game. Like you go in within the first 5 minutes, like we were saying earlier, like you just like bullets are flying everywhere. It's super stressful, but it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It was a solid 8 hours worth of gameplay. And there's one level, and Jose, you haven't gotten to this point, but there's one level where you play the entire level in night vision,
No, that's
And-
terrible.
and you have to use like suppressed weapons the entire time. And it was basically like playing Siphon Filter. Like as soon as you make a mistake, like you're getting killed. It took me a solid 3 nights to get out of that level.
That sounds great. I'm so glad I haven't
Which,
played.
granted, I'm not the best at these games, but I kept getting stuck at this one part, where like I would hit this checkpoint or this respawn point where you're supposed to be like shooting out lights to stay undercover, and Price is watching you from a distance to kind of like tell you if like someone's coming up next to you. And I kept respawning in this one spot in the corner behind the back of a house that I was trying to get into, with spotlights shining on me. So if I didn't shoot them within like the first 2 or 3 seconds,
You were caught.
I was just gone. And I was kind of in a weird spot where like if I moved at all, someone would see me, and so I'd kind of have to turn and hit the right angle. And if you shoot the light and you miss it, you make a noise and someone hears it and they come at you.
yeah, that sounds.
it was so
Here's
frustrating.
the deal: if I get to that and I cannot finish it
You're
within
just turning it off.
30 minutes, I'm done with the game. Period. I just won't. I was almost gonna give up on that. What there's another scene,
Yeah.
and where you're like leading somebody through an office that's getting
Yeah,
like terrorists are
yeah.
in there, and so you're trying to lead the person around it using cameras and telling them where to go and everything and when to go. And I wasn't looking at the next camera all the time, so
Yeah.
she'd start running and then she'd get caught and
Oh,
killed.
so you would just try to do it from one
Yeah,
camera.
like
in
I was
the
doing it
room?
wrong, and so
Yeah.
the whole time, and I almost there was a part where it's right at the end,
Yeah.
and I was like, if that door isn't
Yeah.
the last door, I'm
Yeah.
done with this dumb
Yeah.
game. And
Where
I'm
she
just
had to
gonna play
walk right
multiplayer.
by the terrorist.
Yeah,
that was-
he's walking off. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was like super easy after that, but
Yeah.
then they came in. Well, no, then they pop out and kill the person.
Yeah.
Anyway, spoiler.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a really good game.
Yeah,
I think they
intense.
did a really good job of redoing the story. I think they did a good job of modernizing it over the last decade. The gameplay was super stressful, but I mean, you don't want a Call of Duty game that
That's
is going to
not
come at
stressful,
you
yeah.
and not be stressful.
And the multiplayer is really fun.
The multiplayer is great.
Yeah.
And I will say the great thing that I think they've made the achievements pretty easy to kind of rank up. And also, like, I'm getting almost every other match, I'm getting more
New gun parts and
more
stuff.
gun parts and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
It's a lot. The gun ranks up pretty quickly.
It really does, and they give you a lot of like ability to customize it
Yes.
and make it better.
Yes.
Which I think is great.
To your play
and they're
style.
not charging you for it,
Nope.
right? Which I think they really could have gone down that road where it's
Yeah.
like, if you want to, get such and such scope, like you're going to
Well,
pay
they
for
used
it.
to do though where you get guns, and they might do it now. I don't
Yeah.
even care. I'm just gonna play the game the way it is and,
Yeah.
and load it. Because what I do, this is how I play my Modern Warfare games, is I pick one weapon and
Yeah.
I get it all the way up, and then I play the next weapon and get it all
Yeah.
the way up. I just and then of course I rank.
So you
up
can
too.
change your loadout to whatever.
Yeah, and then then I get to a point I prestige and do it, go back to 0 because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I just like doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's a
So
fun
that was
game.
the last game I played. I highly recommend it. If you're into Call of Duty games, this is a really solid one.
Yeah, they did a great job of rebooting it and making it
Yeah.
not so stale because, of course, there's just so many going out. I
Yeah.
know they're probably going to make another Black Ops, and I don't care. I don't care about zombies. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm just like, give me some good old. I don't even like the objective games, honestly. I just like Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
Kill Confirm's pretty fun too.
Yeah. Kill Confirm is.
Gunfight is a lot of fun.
I don't know if I
two
played Gunfight.
2v2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh man, it's so intense.
The thing I like about Kill Confirm is it gives you, instead of like most of the other objective games, is it gives you a little bit more control of like, because you can reclaim your team's dog tags and take points away
Yeah.
from the other team.
Well, and you have there's a good objective, like it's shooting, but then you have to get to the tags,
Yeah.
and so you got to like think about, well, if I run for the tag, because you can ambush people,
Yeah.
and have them like try to go pick up their teammates tag and just blast them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last game I played was a game called The Outer what?
Outer World.
Outer World. It's Outer World.
Yeah.
And I've just started playing the game. It kind of for me came out of nowhere. Like I'd never heard about this
Yeah.
game ever.
Yeah, it came out like all of a sudden like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They started talking about it, and then it got released on Game Pass.
Yes, so that's why I started playing it. So if you have an Xbox and you do not have the Ultimate Game Pass,
Get it.
it's $15. You get your Xbox Live Gold, and you can upgrade at any time. And right now they probably have a special where you can like
Yeah.
upgrade for $1 or something. So you get your gold, and then you also get the Game Pass. You get over 100 games that you can download for free, and a lot of the Xbox exclusive games like Gears 5 and Outer World are coming. Outer World's not even Xbox exclusive, actually.
No.
I don't know why they have Outer World on there, but they put
Yeah.
it on there. So there's a lot of games that are on there that just come out, and
Is
you don't
Gears
have to pay
5
for
on
them.
Game Pass?
Gears 5 is on Game Pass. It came out day of.
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah. It actually came out before. It came out before. They
Okay.
released it before the game even came out. So anyway, so I started playing the game. And so it's made by, the same people that worked on Fallout 3
Okay.
and Fallout New Vegas.
Okay.
And so it's a similar RPG game, first person shooter. And you play like there's this. So this is the limited knowledge I have of this game. So I just started playing. I didn't read anything about it. I was just like, let me try it out. But basically, it's in the future, and they were sending these colonists out to colonize this other planet. They're only supposed to be gone for 10 years. Their ship got in space, messed up somehow, and so they've been in orbit for 70 years of this place. So the scientist finds you, takes you, so you make your character and all that stuff, and then he says, I need you to go on this mission and I need you to do this. And so you get dropped onto this really lush, vibrant world. It's a what do you call it? A alien world. And apparently you get to like have a ship and you can jump from world to world. There's like over a couple worlds you can go to, a lot of side missions in each place. But the gameplay is only like 24 hours, which is a very small amount of gameplay for a big world like this. So it's really fun. Shooting mechanics are cool. It's got, you have equipment and what do you call it? Inventory you can manage. So whatever. You can break down weapons and get parts and upgrades. So it's simple. I mean, there's nothing like earth shattering with the game, but it looks really pretty. Yeah. And it plays really nice. And it seems like it's got a little humor to it. Yeah. As well. And so you have to pick your skills in the beginning. So it's a typical RPG like Fallout or Skyrim.
You can spend a lot of time customizing your character.
Yeah. I mean, I probably spent a good 15 minutes making my character in the beginning.
But like I saw someone messing around with it and you can really like get into
like the face? No. I mean, I just go and doing eyebrows. I do like whenever I make a character.
You try to make yourself.
I do try to make myself, but if I'm not I do every single. Even things like I'll look at the scars and I'll say, well, are there any scars that I want to put on this person? Like I'll do everything. Do I want to make them bald? Like I really make a lot of choices. I can never hit the random button. That doesn't work for me. No. So it's a lot of fun. I would definitely try it out and see if you like it. Soundtrack's really cool. Seems like it has a really interesting story to it. And I think you can play good. Yeah. You can play evil or you can play chaotic. Neutral. Yeah, chaotic. Oh, okay. I think it's neutral. I think it's like chaotic. Yeah. So of course you can lie and steal. And
does
do all
the
this
story
stuff.
change at all depending on the decisions you make?
I'm pretty sure there's different endings. Okay. I haven't gotten to that point. I haven't read up anything about it because I just like wanted to go in fresh. Okay. So I might have an update later once I've played the 24 hours. If I ever get to play the 24 hours, who knows? Because I play a lot of Rocket League. But I would for now. I've gotten like 2 or 3 hours into it. Yeah. Not a lot, but it's been fun so far.
I know you probably haven't. I don't know if you watched it, but what do you think of the Diablo 4 that's coming out?
First off, I love Diablo 3.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. Yeah. I never made it past any certain point because I think with Diablo, playing by yourself is okay.
It's really a co-op. It's
really a co-op
cooperative game.
And I was actually going to mention, like, there's not a lot of pure co-op games out there. I wish there were more. Like, I wish this I'd be more psyched for this Star Wars game if it was at least
if you
co-op.
And I could go through that together.
That's like, I just missed that in gaming, period. You know, multiplayer
Halo
fun.
was like that.
Halo is like that. You got it. Like, we've been playing, when we were playing before, like we stopped, but I don't know why. I wanted to cry.
It's Apex.
Yeah, that's why Apex. Yeah. But like, that's a lot of fun. Playing together, doing stupid stuff, just you and a buddy. So yeah, what were we talking about?
Diablo. What do you think of Diablo 4 coming out?
So I haven't seen too much of the gameplay or anything on it, but I love Diablo 3. So if it's anything like that, if it's better than that, I want to play it.
It's supposed to be crazier, like the cinematic. They released a cinematic trailer and a gameplay trailer. Okay. Cinematic is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Like super crazy.
Well, so
like so the big bad is Lilith.
Okay.
And she's one of the
she's a vampire, isn't she?
No, she's one of the creators of Sanctuary.
Okay.
Her and Arcturus, I want to say, or he's one of the angels. Like her and one of the big angels are who created like the Nephilim, which is what you play in Diablo 3. Like I think you play as a Nephilim, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Was that Diablo 2?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I have no idea. I've only played Diablo 3. So I played Diablo a long time ago.
Lilith comes back, and I believe she's the big bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
So it looks interesting. I didn't know if you had watched any of it.
I'll probably watch it. Now I'll probably watch it now.
I haven't played any of the Diablo games, and this is the first one that I was like, oh, this looks cool.
So I like the Diablo games, but they're super demonic.
Yeah, and that's where I always
really kind of makes me feel like I was already playing Witcher with my kids, and people were getting disemboweled and crap like that. And I was like,
that's my big hesitation about it. Is now I know it takes place in like a different universe.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not like Earth, and or anything like that. It's just it's weird bringing that stuff into the house.
Yeah. Call me old fashioned. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm not. I just. It's weird. I played it. I like the game. It's fun. I own the game. Diablo 3.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find stuff like if I'm gonna play something, like it's weird because I'll probably let my kids play Modern Warfare all
Yeah.
day long. You know, shooting people is better than casting spells and well, you're hunting demons. Actually, you know what? I like Diablo now. It's cool because the devil's the enemy. So
This is very true.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
think we're
The
good.
devil's the enemy. And end of story. It's a good thing to end on to remember that.
And don't
And,
do drugs and stay in school.
And yeah, well, no, you got to give a recap. So yeah, man, tell us what you're playing right now. That'd be exciting to
Seriously,
maybe
like hop on the Facebook
Yeah.
page.
and maybe we'll play some games. Like
Yeah.
I'll just mention some. If you play some of these games, like man, I have an Xbox, or you have Modern Warfare because it's cross-play.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't work so well. I was having some server
Well,
issues.
it doesn't tell me when my crossplay people are on,
That's true.
or when I've.
No, I think you can set it up somehow.
so you can I can friend request them, but like when you hop on your Xbox, I get notification.
Yeah, I get a notification on my phone. Hey,
Right.
but that's because you're a favorite.
Right.
Oh,
But with crossplay people, unless I go out and look for them, like
Yeah.
my buddies that are on PlayStation, I have no idea. Right? They could be in a match. No idea. Doesn't tell me.
way to go!
Finally,
Finally getting crossplay.
if you are playing Apex, we do need a third.
we do need a third because I
Like,
mean we're getting to we're getting to
for-
the point where we rather play duos, not even
Yeah.
in a duo. Not even in the duos list.
Like
Just
sometimes, like a third person will not get added to our party,
which you're like, yeah.
and we're like, "Hey, it's just us."
Well, because you don't have to worry. Like, actually, I'll tell you the truth. When the third person dies,
Yeah.
and I do make an effort to go
Yeah.
rescue them or res them or something, but when they jump out the game, I'm like, okay, good, we can just leave.
Yeah.
You know, forget it. And sometimes I really just want to leave them because they're probably gonna leave anyway.
Well,
but
because a lot of people will hop into a game as soon as they get killed.
they just leave before they even die. Like,
Yeah, but like they still have time for us to pick up their beacon.
no, even before that, sometimes they'll just leave, man.
Yeah, they're bleeding out
They
and
get
they're
downed and like they're further away, and I get they're probably gonna die in that
Yeah.
moment, but at least give us a chance, man.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, don't do that if you're. I've only done it a couple times when the guy's like literally across the map,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
yeah.
Hit us up. It's going to get stupid at gmail.com,
Tweet us at IGTGS Show,
facebook.com/it's going to get stupid,
Instagram at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
YouTube. Just type in it's going to get stupid podcast, and you can watch our smiling faces.
Find us on Twitch at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
And there's a phone number.
There's a phone number 281-698
Never gonna-
7538.
I can't even
Waiting
remember
for your
my phone number
voicemails.
at work that I've had for 8 months. Do you think I'm going to remember this number?
That's one of my favorite parts of the episode where Michael Scott in the office where Michael Scott goes missing. Like he's just roaming around because Jim had to leave to go relieve Pam's mom because Cece got locked in like the car or something like that. And so Michael Scott asks somebody if he can borrow the gas station attendant's phone. And he's like, "Your phone,
you
your
don't
phone
have all
doesn't
these-
have any of my numbers in it."
You should totally like ask somebody to borrow their phone. Be like, oh, your phone doesn't have any of my numbers in it. How do I?
How do I
Can
do
you?
this? How
Why
do
don't
I
you have?
use this?
Why don't you have this person's number?
And it's the truth because as soon as I put someone's contact into my phone, I don't remember.
Do you remember we used to remember every number?
every number?
I used to have every number memorized.
People's pagers, people's
Yeah,
regular
everything,
numbers.
man. I
Yeah,
used to have everybody's number memorized. We don't have numbers memorized anymore. It's like, well, it's on the phone,
yeah,
but I don't know what it is.
yeah.
So,
I'll just
sorry.
Facebook.
I've
message
actually
somebody.
said that several times. Where like, well, it's on my phone. And I don't have my phone with me,
Yeah.
so sorry. Anyway, on that note,
Bye.
bye. Okay, bye.
That was good.
Yeah.